Hey, Irish Guy here, and welcome to the first video of my Guild Wars 2 Beginners series. I'm going to try and go through some tips for beginners over a series of videos from an actual new character and not from a fully geared, fully leveled character trying to tell you, showing you all the stuff that you will not have access to as a new user. None of that. This is going to be genuine, new character, new players. So, to get started, our first thing is going to be to pick your race, and they don't have any statistical benefit to picking the races. It's more about the beginning of the personal story and the starting area. That's all that's going to be different. All classes, regardless of race, will end up in the same place at some point in the midway to max level. So I think to start off, I think we go with a Skillbar Ranger. So Ranger, I'm not bothered how it looks or any of those choices. Again, those choices are all going to be mostly dialogue related stuff, but are going to be slightly different. So probably taken already, but oh, we're in luck.
I am Silvari. 25 years ago, my people first appeared in Tyria. The pale tree flowered.
So we're going to skip through the cutscenes like that and just get to showing you the game. So here we start off in the start of story. You're going to have some tooltips about your movement and stuff, which you're going to be used to, regardless of what kind of game you play. The movement is typically the same unless it's a click. So you have a couple of different choices here to start off. You can hold the right mouse button down to control where your camera looks. You can do the same with the left. But the left one doesn't change your direction. The right mouse button will allow you to change direction, and it's just telling you that now. There is another option if you go into the options and you go to control options and you scroll down the camera, you will see a toggle action camera, and you can set a primary keybind and a secondary keybind. And this is stored on the Guild Wars 2 server for your account. So if you log into Guild Wars on your friend's computer on the other side of the world, these settings are still going to be there. So I have it set to F8 or F7. So basically what I do is when I press F8 or F7, the mouse pointer will disappear, and now I have permanent mouse look until I either open something like the map and it gives me my mouse pointer back. I open my inventory, it's going to give it back. Any pop-up menu is going to give it to me back, or if I press F8 again, I get it back. So depending on your preferred style, you can play it a little bit more like an FPS shooter while you're in this mode, and that's pretty much it for the getting started with the moving around. So down here you've got your skill bars, and you're going to only have two skills: your main attack and a heal. And when you mouse over them, it gives you a big tooltip in some cases as to what it is and how much damage it does, and you have a little clock in the corner there which shows 3/4 for this one, and that's the reuse of it. So I shoot and it comes back in 3/4 of a second. This one, we have 1 second to cast it and 20 seconds for it to come back again. So if I use that, That's going to heal both me and my pet. And it's 20 seconds until it comes back, and you can see the timer shows up there. This big red bubble is your health. So you've got a visual as well as the number. This here is your energy for dodging. So usually B is your dodge. And when you dodge, it uses up one segment and comes back slowly. You will have at some point some buffs, like from this healing. You can get vigor at the very end there, which gives you your energy 50% faster regen rate to come back. So up here you've got the menu for game settings and for quitting the game, logging out of the game, or changing character. You've got Y for your social, pretty much, to see your friends, who's on your friends list, who you're following, or who is following you. H is your hero panel, where you will see your equipment section. You have a wardrobe, which is your visuals, which early on isn't going to make a difference. Outfits come from the cash shop, which you can actually at some point have enough gold to buy in-game currency to buy things from the cash shop. You don't actually need to use real money. And I've got 2 unlocked on this account, and they're nothing spectacular, so I won't go with them because it'll defeat the purpose of it being a starter video. So here we've got dye. You can dye your armor different colors. Again, early game, it's not something to worry about too much because you're going to be changing gear quite a bit. And you can loot dyes from quests as well, or from your personal story, or leveling up and stuff. You have skins for gliders, which comes with the Heart of Thorns expansion. Mounts come with the Path of Fire expansion. You have novelties, which I don't have any to show you, but again, it's a lot of stuff, but over time it'll be unlocked and shown to you. And the builds are locked at the moment, but this is going to be an important section as we level up. But right now, and something to keep an eye on, is your weapon skills in this tab. This shows you all the different types of weapons that you can use, and you have a down state. You have 2 for underwater. You have some offhands and main hands, and these are the skills that you will unlock at some point. That's pretty much it for that. The story shows you the stories that are available to you. So this is the beginning where we are now. These are other ones relating to expansions and living stories. And there's an achievement section, which is pretty cool. You have a lot of different achievements you can get. And the masteries then is locked at the moment, but it's going to train up some stuff at some point. This one is locked at the moment. I can't show you what's in there, but it's where you will start unlocking all of these skills. So the next thing is the map. When you open your map, pressing M, you will see this green thing when it's relating to your story, the story you're on, whether it's your personal story or one of the stories to do with the expansions or living stories. You'll see that. So you can see it's right in front of us, and this is showing that this is the only section of the map that's available to us at the moment, because we're in an instance part for the story. The only people you will see in here will be other players that are just creating their character. That guy's trying to, for some reason, is trying to attack my pet. The ranger comes with a pet. I'll be able to find others at some point and train them, and they come with different skills. So, like I said, I'm going to skip through that.
Please help.
We're just going to try and move on as much as we can.
This
There's
way.
Kate.
Those hounds
She's
are
an
an
important
aspect of
character in
the
Guild Wars 2.
foe must be close now. I know it looks grim, but you must be safe. Future is in your hands.
Okay. It's gonna let us go across. We didn't waste too much time. So now we have an event here in this part of it. We gotta help kill these things. Oh. So now we have the boss for this section of the story. This one I can't skip, otherwise I would have. Got a wooden dragon to deal with.
There. The poison's taking hold. Quickly, destroy it while you can.
Just kill this. Not going to be doing much at the moment since we're only level 1. But it's kind of like a tutorial. We'll see these red circles. We need to stay out of the red circles as much as possible. Typically they give you an amount of time, you know, like a few seconds or less to get out of it. Taking a little bit of damage there. You can see my my health has gone down a little bit. Getting halfway. Throwing leaves at everyone. Yeah, I did not see that one in time. Kill the ants if we need to. Otherwise we'll just keep hitting the big guy. Hit there, so you can see our health dropping again. He's nearly dead.
It is finished. The dream is safe from this poison.
Basically, when you're in action camera mode, you point your cursor where you want to shoot with a ranged weapon, or just kind of the same with melee weapons. Your auto attacks that don't specifically need a target.
Where am I?
As long as it's in front of you when
I
you
was fighting a
swing.
great evil. Are we safe?
But this one we can skip. We finished the story, so we get an award for winning the story, which is a longbow. And I've unlocked rapid fire. So we already have a cracked longbow equipped, so we're going to swap it just by double clicking. Try to open your inventory, by the way. And we leveled up, so we have this reward thing in the bottom as well. And it gives us some information about stuff, so you can click on it. It shows you where the hero panel is and how to access it with either H or clicking on the thing up here. And I've already briefly gone through that. Then you've got stat increases showing you that your stats have improved as you level up. And weapon skill 2 is unlocked. Put a stat down there, so you accept this. And this is going to tell you what you're going to learn about it: level 5, level 6, level 10, level 11. You're going to get or learn. So now we've got a little bit more to look at. We have a second skill. So number 2 to use your second skill. You can always, if you want, open up the options. When you hit control options, you have your 1 to 5 here, your healing skill, which is number 6.
For an expedition.
Your utility skills, which are your 7, 8, 9, and your elite, which is 0. You can either rebind them, or you can add alternative bindings to them.
I think I'll pass.
These profession skills are not available yet, and might not be for a while, depending on the class that you pick. So, I think we're gonna
I'd like to talk to
just show one last thing on the map. Now that we're on a normal map, you can see the full world map. And where you are is with this little thing here. This here is a waypoint, and you will find more around the map, and you can click them to waypoint to them. Like this, it'll show you that there's a cost and how much it is. The further away it is, the more it's going to cost. These scouts are important to notice when you're starting off, because they will, you talk to them and they will point out things on the map. You'll see there's another one over there. This is an undiscovered point of interest. They will give you XP when you will discover them, so it's worth doing all of them. Cube icons for a weaponsmith, armor smith, a regular merchant, which you can sell. Mostly you're going to be selling junk to. Or if you want to try out different weapons for your class, you can buy them here. You will get them as you're leveling up. So I'm just going to talk to the scout to show you what they'll do.
Welcome to Astoria. As you journey forth into the
You've seen how that a bunch of
know
parts
that you're
are
not
appearing
alone.
on the map. These are
Seek
basically the
guidance from
quests,
those
and
who
they're
know their
area
answers,
activated.
and
You
help
do
them
not
in
need to
time
pick
of
them
need.
up. You do not need to talk to the
Path ahead
NPC
is yours
to
to
start
choose.
them or finish them. You just need to get into their area and it'll pop up, and it'll show you a few choices sometimes of what you can do. So we let this finish, and that means that they will stay on the map. It's showing you the level for them too. So it's going to finish up.
As you journey outward, you'll encounter amazing Asuran waypoints that, for a small fee, allow you to rapidly traverse the land.
So now he's finished. If I open up the map again, all of these are still showing up. So I know where to go. And if I go over to this one, now you'll see I got the ding, and up in the top right corner, it's opened up the heart for this area, and it says, to help Delilah keep the farmers' fields safe, kill termites, uproot termite larvae, and feed prickly fruit to hungry moas. So that's what it is in this area to do. And when that'll fill up, the heart will fill up as I progress, and this bar will too. And once it's finished, the reward will pop up in the corner here. And we're going to leave it at that, so I'll get back with another one at a later date, and hope you like and enjoy it.